Because I understand that Black people be on the forefront of a lot of different movements, and that our movements have paved the way for other groups, marginalized groups, to get rights in America. So I'm understanding where the logic is going, but I'm telling you the logic is flawed. Anytime anything has ever happened in America, we have always been the scapegoats. We have always been the last leg of the line. They are going to find a way to make this about Black people. They're going to find a way to make this touch Black people. They already have. Like, maybe y'all weren't paying attention in class, but in Nazi Germany, did y'all forget that the Gestapo also targeted, sterilized, murdered, and put in concentration camps Black Germans? Like, this idea that this will not affect us and that it's not our fucking fight. Are you cool? Like, what the fuck are you? And mind you, we're not saying that right now that Black people are the most affected group. What we're saying is that a loss of rights for one is a domino effect.
It gets to a point. Because what is going on? What the hell is going on? If people would have, this is really what like grinds my gears, is the fact that Black American people have been saying for decades, you all might be next. You all are next. If they're doing it to us, they'll do it to you. And everybody else just said, oh, not my fight. Nobody cares. All lives matter. Just comply. Blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. Now y'all trying to flip and reverse what we've been saying to you all like a Missy Elliott song and throw it back at us. That's not going to work. Now, this lady in this video, I don't know what her ethnic background is. I have no idea. But I saw her popping it in the comments, y'all. Let me show you what they were saying in the comments, because I cannot. Look at this, y'all. Somebody said, thank you. Solidarity should never be transactional. It shouldn't be transactional because we supposed to just continue to give and give and give and give and give without receiving anything back. F that. F-U-C-K that. Enough is enough. Why is it that we are, you know what, let me finish and then we're going to come back. Then here to go, the content creator. Yes, please, in a YT versus everyone else system, thinking that you actually have the power to separate yourself from them when they want us all gone and unalived or in jail is crazy. Then somebody said, I stayed home, I voted right. She says, stay home until they start dragging us out of our houses. They just unalived a Black man in his home. Your vote doesn't negate current reality. I voted right too, and here I am. Oh. So you mean to tell me we are supposed to continuously extend ourselves and put ourselves on the front line for people that are literally anti-Black? People that literally express disdain, hatred, and disregard for Black American people. Even other Black people that look just like us in the diaspora don't fuck with us like that. They come here and delineate themselves and build their own little enclaves. They hire each other. And then say, if you're not bilingual or if you don't speak Spanish, you cannot work here. And we not from the same place. If you don't speak the native tongue, the whatever, you cannot work here. I want to hire you. This has been happening. Those are the people that we're supposed to go out and fight for. The same people that I would vote for Donald Trump got their funky asses up there and voted against the interests of their own family and friends. That's who we're supposed to put our neck on the line for. We've done that. And what have we gained from it? Absolutely nothing. We've been preaching and marching and fighting and trying to get qualified immunity terminated, and everybody else has not been on one band, one sound. When immigrants migrated here, if they would have literally aligned themselves with us, then we would literally be like popping out here. But no, they decided to divide themselves, go off into their own corners, and try to directly align themselves with the white community. White people need to be out there protesting and fighting for them. And then she said, a Black man was just unalived at his house. No, that Black man was outside firing off a firearm. This is not me saying that he deserved to be unalived, but he was pow-powing in the air. That doesn't make it okay, but these are the things that has been happening in our community, unfortunately, since the inception of this country. Now, does that mean that because we experience police brutality or any type of brutality, period, that we should align ourselves with illegal immigration? Illegal immigration has nothing to do with Black Americans. There are immigration laws in every single country that you go to. Every single country. I saw a video with a woman that lived in, she was staying in Thailand for a little bit. Her visa expired. You know that the officials was knocking on her door, sending her notices. She had to go and reapply and pay money for however long her visa was expired for, that she was still in that country. She had to go and do what she had to do. In Mexico, they are kicking people and deporting people up out of there. They have immigration laws in the DR and Haiti. Haiti and the DR share the same island, and Haitians is getting kicked out of the DR if they don't have their right paperwork. So I don't understand, why does it come to the United States of America and then to try to compare it to Nazi Germany? There's no G side going on here. What y'all would tell us, oh, just comply. If y'all would just comply and take the right steps. Nobody's saying that we're completely against immigration, but illegal immigration, if something's illegal, that means you're breaking the law. Why should we be outside picketing for that? Does not make sense, especially when a lot of these people don't even like us. If Johnny had 5 apples, why are you all encouraging us? Y'all already know the history and the type of relationship we have with the government officials and the authority in this country. Why would you ever encourage Black Americans to go out there for something that does not directly affect them? And y'all keep saying they're going to come for your next. They've been deporting people since forever. If we could get deported in mass, the way that these people have been trying to unalive us, redline us, burn everything down that we create, paper genocide us, we would have been deported. If they could get us the fuck up out of here, all of us would have been deported. This new president is the only president that ever got up on a stage in front of millions of people and said, Black Americans built this country. Y'all don't get the credit for it, but you all built this country. He also got up there and said that what 14th Amendment was for descendants of people that were slaves in this country. We are American citizens. I don't know why y'all keep trying to scare us with deportation and we don't go out there and fight for people to be here illegally. Get your paperwork together. The same you would have to do. I cannot go to Japan and live in Japan and get money and get grants and loans and be a part of the government and the system without being a citizen. They would kick me out too. In other countries, they lock you up for a long time. At least here, they even trying to give incentives. Like, hey, we give you a couple $1,000s, give you a plane ticket. In other countries, you got to swim across the water. You got to find your way and scavenge to get back to where you got to go. And they ain't not giving you no severance package. Anyway, spread love is the Brooklyn way. I know this is long, child, but y'all, I'm losing supporters or subscribers because I'm a proud Black American. So the post that I made about, the lady saying that we should fight for ICE, I posted it on my YouTube channel, and some of my subscribers over there are very upset with me. They're like, oh, ICE detained Black people, like writing in all caps with exclamation marks. They detained Black people and they let them go a week or two later. So didn't you just basically negate your point that you was trying to make? They detained Black Americans and let them go. They didn't deport them to Guantanamo Bay. So I don't get it. And it's like, oh, you will never be seen as an American. So what am I seen as? What am I? On my passport, it says the USA. On my legal documentations, it says the USA. I don't understand, why is it a crime? And I feel like this has been a trick bag, and we're now starting to wake up that we can't be patriotic. Yes, this is a system and a society that has been built to try to keep us down, but we have been able to thrive. Everybody in their funky mother wants to come over here. They're fighting, they're crying in the streets, literally protesting right now for the right to stay in the United States of America. Yet those of us who have ancestors that have literally built this country, poured into this infrastructure, we shouldn't be proud to be Americans. But immigrants, we should fight for illegal immigrants so that they could be Americans. The math just don't math. It does not make sense. And I've said time and time again, y'all are forcing us to be patriotic. And this woman in particular that I'm talking about, because I've seen a couple of comments, but her in particular, I think her boyfriend is African. And I get it. I'm trying to, she's typing in all caps. I'm like, yo, seems like you're yelling at me and you're upset. She's like, this is my opinion. Like, yeah, you know what? I think people have cognitive dissonance because it's like you are allowed to have your opinion, but I'm not allowed to have mine. You can tell me that I'm not an American and they don't look at me as American, and I shouldn't be proud to be an American, but yet when I say I'm a proud Black American, it's a problem. They want us to forsake our citizenship and to completely disregard all of the beautiful, amazing accomplishments of Black American people and to act like we have no culture, we're nothing, we're displaced people without any type of heritage, while simultaneously fighting for the rights of other people from other nations to migrate here illegally. Like, I just, the math, if Johnny had 5 apples, like, is it just me? Like, what is going on? What is really going on? A lot of us were even already here before the so-called transatlantic slave trade. I think it is really disrespectful. Yes, once again, we do live in a white supremacist, patriarchal type society, but the things that we've been able to accomplish, we are not walking around without basic human rights. These people that are coming, that are fleeing from other countries, don't even have basic human rights. A lot of them don't have access to running water or to be able to turn their light switches on and off. Like, I'm just trying to understand, like, why is it an issue for Black Americans to be proud to be a Black American? And I think it's because people just automatically associate being American with being white. But we've been here longer than a lot of them. A lot of these white people that you see present day are Ellis Islanders. Their grandma, their Meemaw, and their people came through Ellis Island. We were already here, cemented in this country. I just think it's disrespectful to tell me that I shouldn't be proud to be a Black American, or I'm not American as a Black person, just because you're screwing an African man or a Caribbean man. And I had this whole thing going on with everybody because I made a video about swirling and dating white men in like 2017 that I posted on my YouTube, and they're trying to say, oh, you FBA and this and that, but you was dating white men. And I had to continuously say, I won't give a fuck who I date. That does not change my lineage. It does not change my background. It does not change my ancestors. It does not change my family tree. It does not make me an immigrant. So even today, if I were to choose to fall in love with a Nigerian man and get married, I'm still a Black American woman. And I'm still going to put on for my people first. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. What y'all think about this? Am I bugging?